Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another video for you guys. Today I'm on a 2012 Ram 1500. Should apply the same for 08 through 18. Getting ready to replace the rear door speakers. Getting ready to do an upgrade. You'll catch me on another video on my channel doing the front ones. But yeah, let's get to it. Figured I'd do an upgrade on the back as well to make my sound equal. So yeah, gonna get into all that. Let's go ahead and get to it. Anyway, you got 5 plastic screws around this. You're gonna see me in dirty gloves a lot, especially these some of the best gloves that I've had, made by Diamond Grip. So yeah, they're reusable all the time, so I flip them in and out until they break and die. I can use them up to a week or two depending on what the job is and what fluids I'm working with. But anyway, let's get to it. We got one here, plastic screws. Okay, these are a T20. Okay, we're gonna work these out very slow, and then you're gonna have to pull it once it gets to the last little bit. So work it out slow and pull it out. So we're gonna work all these guys out, put them somewhere so you don't drop them, and don't force them out. If it feels like it's not coming, just kind of tilt your screwdriver like this, and it'll help assist. So let's get this one out. I'm gonna sit all these inside on my floor mat so I don't drop them. All right. That's 2 over there. We got 1 down here. Let's get this guy out of there. And the back plate might start to move. It's a little peg that it slides into. It might start to spin on you a little bit. Just keep pulling and twisting, and it should just come on ahead and release. Or you might have to hold your finger there a little bit on the pin and twist a little more, just so it stops, and it should come out now. There we go. All right, got another one over here. And the main thing is, doing anything is just to take your time. So just take your time, it'll come out. And we have one more up here. Let's remove this guy. Alright, so that's the 5th one. Now you're going to take your trim removal tool. I recommend you put your finger right here, just work your hand down, just pop it out like so. Otherwise it might fly out at you. So let's remove these slowly. That's one. Work our way down to this one. Just from experience from the fronts, they will fly out. You don't want to lose them. I do have some backups, but don't want to lose them. We've got something back here as well. Looks like somebody dropped a piece of a flashlight or something back there. All right, just work it out. There we go. I got one more at the top. And that's the safest way without having it fly out at you. Okay, you might need a flathead screwdriver, and I suggest you have one, and a pick. I'm gonna lightly pry up against this here so I don't damage anything. Just like so. And work my finger. It has a little sleeve on it. Let me try to work it out. And you don't want to break your sleeve. It has a little sleeve on it that you slide in. Okay, so you don't want to break that guy. After you remove that, you have a Phillips. Just go ahead and remove that. Got him out the way. Set him in a safe place. All right, we got all those guys out. Let's go ahead and pop this up. Got everything. And where's my trim removal tool? Let's do that again. And this side here, just kind of pop it up a little bit like so. Open your handle and slide it off. Just like that. Sit that inside. And the same thing, trim removal tool. Let's pop up our door window switch. Just kind of work your way around it. And I usually use my fingers to hold it. There we go. All right, now we have a push pin at the bottom. Here, you just push it in and pull out, and you have your whole switch removed. All right, so now all that's out the way, you should be able to lift up on the door panel. Nope, gotta pop this off. Yep, let's do that. The back is different from the front. I did not have to do this to the back, but you got 2, 3 pop-in spots. Knew it was something like that. And let's slide this on up and pull her out. Make sure you watch your lock over here so you don't damage it. All right, let's set our panel over to the side. All right, so now we have access to our speaker, and let me get what I need, which is a 5mm. Check right here in my spot. I already have it with me this time. All right, great. Now the speakers that I'm going back with, I am going to modify my door. Not really, but I'm going to mount these. They're a little bigger. The magnet's a lot bigger. I'm gonna show you here in a second, but yeah, 5mm. So these screws are not gonna fit for what I'm doing. If you decide to go with these speakers, you will have to do some customization. Just letting you know. All right, got the guy, pull her out, and let's pop her out. And this is what the factory speaker looks like. I wish they could have done better, but that's what it is. So yep, had to go. Got some of these guys over there inside. Be right back. All right, before I get started, I'm pulling it out. Just wanted to show this real quick. You have a pin here. You're gonna push this in. That way you can pull out your wire in the back. And then you're gonna work it through here and slide it through here if you need to get that much space, but I think I'm good from where I'm at. Just want to show that. All right, get these speakers. Be right back. All right, so we back in there, got our wire harness. I stripped this back because I'm going to tap in. I'm not using solder. Some people do, some people don't. I'm tapping into my original wire harness. They do make connectors for these if you want to buy the connector and do this, but I'm going back in with these guys. All I need is the tips, these two here for the new speakers. So I'm tapping in, and a lot of people do different things different ways. So I usually take my razor blade like so, and I will go around in a circle. So I'll take it like this and just kind of spin it without messing up the wire. Okay, after I do that all the way around, this is for those who don't have solder or can't afford it or don't solder or don't know how, you know what I mean? And this is a method that I use now versus tearing up or cutting the harness out and then resplicing the wire. So take my fingernail and just pull me a spot back like this, and just kind of work it out without damaging the wire. Did my other one a lot smoother, and just kind of take your time. You're going to get your speakers in, so just kind of push it out the way either side until you get a nice exposed area. And just about there. All right. All right, so now we got exposed wire on both sides. And now I'm going to just tap into this guy. Just flip her around. You'll feel the wire with your blade, so you won't, as long as you're taking your time, you'll feel all this. All right, so now that I got this prepared, it's time for these guys. I'm gonna give myself a little extra wire just cause I can, and it's gonna be behind the door, and I'm gonna lock all this stuff in. So let's just say I'll go with about this much here. All right, so let's open this guy up. If I can get it. It's kind of twisted. Pull one side like so. And on this here, you have your dark one is going to be your negative, and your lighter one is going to be your positive. And the black is your negative, and your light one is your positive, okay? For those who don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to stretch this out. If you don't have any of these, you can have some standard pliers. But I'm using these guys, and then whatever I don't need, I'm just going to clip off so there's not too much wire in my area there. All right, slide these off. Let's twist them. These are for those people who don't solder or can't, don't have the stuff to buy to solder, or don't have it at all. Just different things different people do to still get the same thing. You're not going to lose any power. You're still going to get a good connectivity. So let's do this. Negative be the dark. So let's start this side first. So I'm going to take my wire, work it in between, and I'm just going to work it around in that area. I already did my twist, so I should just work it around and just tuck everything in that spot. Even if you have some strands here and there, just keep spinning and tucking, okay? Now you could cut this and use heat shrink, but I think that's an excellent twist. So since we have that, it's in there, we're going to use our electric tape. I recommend you go with the best electric tape if you're going with electric tape, but you have your heat shrink, electric heat shrink, and all that other good stuff. But we're going to use electric tape because this is going to work out well as far as what I'm going to do. And everybody does stuff different, so do yours how you feel that you need to. But this is just me tapping into my factory wire harness versus cutting the tips or buying an extra piece just to snap it in for 8 to 15 bucks, and I can just take my time and tap in. All right, so I'm gonna loop this around a few more times, then I'll move on to my next one, and I'm gonna tape all this together when I get through here. Right, so we got that guy done. Make sure our wire's nice and exposed, and then I'm gonna show you guys my speakers. And I'm happy with my upgrade from the front. And if you decide to go with these specific speakers, then you're gonna have to do a modification, okay? As far as how you're gonna sit it in here, me personally, the way these are, I'm just gonna leave these screws in here as far as the holes, and I'm gonna work around those and just put me an extra set of holes in here, so I don't have to cut or buy an extra piece for that. Just because I know it's going to be behind the door and I'm never going to see it again, because these speakers I bought should last forever. Alright, so got this on camera. Wrap them. You might lose some strands here and there if you haven't had a good tight wrap, you know what I mean? But you want to wrap it around, make kind of like a ball. So if you want to solder this, you can, but if you don't have any, it's not going to hurt the speaker. Still, as long as you cover the wire so that it is insulated, so it doesn't get any water on it or anything. And I'm doing this whole video versus, not doing this and showing you how to upgrade your speakers, and you can do different things versus spending a lot of money. So, yeah. So we're just gonna keep swooping this guy around. It's gonna be a little longer than I wanted to make this video, but I wasn't planning on doing this on cam. All right, before I wrap that last piece, there we go. Squeeze that down. Let's get this on here best we can. Try to push it back up in here. This here was from the original factory harness, as you can see. Let's just sweep it around. All right, got that back too as best possible. Let's just keep working our insulation over it best we can. There we go. Not too bad of a deal. Okay, we're splicing. Let's take our electric tape. Nice generous amount. And which way are we flowing? Let's flow with it to the back side. Got a little flex on this, yes we do. All right, let's go. And see how we were able to still keep our insulation. I'm not going all the way up with this, but I'm gonna do a 2-layer on this specific spot. And then we're gonna get our speakers. Just to cover up any wire that I had. And I know it's gonna work flawless just because of the way I tapped it in. So I don't need to test it, but we will do that shortly. All right, got that there set. Let me get these speakers so I can show you the difference and what I decided to go with. All right, so this is what I decided to go with. Decided to go with these Kenwood guys. Yeah, these 700 watt 6x9 5-ways. And they are the PS6996EX. They do have different 6996s. So this was a 700 watt one. And the other one, I believe, is 600 watts. So just look at the specs, see which one you want to go with. So these are the speakers. Your old factory guy. Definitely not going to need the cover unless she was doing something else with it, but let's just take that off for now. So these are 5-ways. So I decided to go with these because I did the fronts and they're so crispy. So show you the differences. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 speakers. This one you have just the one. It might be a 1.5-way or a 2-way. I don't know. I think it's just a 1-way. Anyway, it's dead. Magnet comparison. This is where it's going to come in on you having to modify your door a little bit. The magnet comparison is huge. So you're going from a 15-watt speaker to a 700-watt speaker. So yeah, what I did was something different. You can do it to your vehicle if you want to, but yeah, that's what I wanted to show you, the difference. And some people buy it's a little lip that you can buy for this guy to go around here to kind of bump it out, but I could knock these off. I started to do that to my front, but I just decided to go with a larger speaker. I mean, a larger screw, just to show you why, because I'm not going to lose any sound because of this reason. So let's show you. So you have your other speaker that sits flush, right? So it sits flush in there. Cool. Right. So this one is so much larger that it sits so much further back. This one sits flush. So now what I need to do, my fronts didn't sit flush. So now what I need to do is check my window, make sure it's not going to come down and hit my speaker. So, and this one in the back actually lines up with versus the front that didn't line up with the hole. So I'm going to go back in with my 5mm. But yeah, give me a second. I'm going to roll this window up and down, be right back. All right, but yeah, with the magnet size, you're definitely going to want to make sure your window clears. So let's do that. Let's hold her in its space. Its place, its space, its place. All right, let's go down, up. And when you're doing this test, when you're coming down, you want to look first before you come all the way down because you might shatter. But we have enough space in the back. We probably got about 2 to 3 inches back there, so we're good on that. So we're gonna leave that alone. Let's go ahead and proceed to wiring this guy up and we'll test it. All right, so we still got our factory harness on the side. I'm gonna put these guys in. Not gonna push them in all the way yet, but I'm gonna rest this speaker here just for a second so I can, it's not gonna hurt anything, and so I can turn this music on. Sound? Oh yes, we are. Let's see if it sounds good. Sounds good. Oh yeah, this is gonna sound real good. Now I went with a Pioneer head unit, 50 watts by 4. So 700 watt door speakers, I don't think they should blow.
24/7, I'm on that grind and I won't get a bitch just cause she fine. I'm more into what's on her mind. No more is a waste of time. I wine and dine, ain't nothing like intelligent diamond. Superman, so I ain't flying to save a hoe if she ain't trying to fit nigga on big shit. They typical when I with friends. Bound blows is the impress. She rock off.
All right, so we know it ain't working, so let me go ahead and put it back in, and then I'll hop back in the cab and show you how it sounds. You're not gonna get the full effect, but a little bit. Be back. You know what? I figured I'd say I'll run with it. We're just gonna make this a full video because we're doing modifications, upgrades, door panel removals. So just not just a speaker upgrade. We done did the door panel removal, all that. So let's get this guy back in where we popped him out at earlier. All right, I'm gonna tuck this back in. All right, now this should be able to just sit in there like I want it. There we go. Let's get it started. One of the screws. Yeah, the front I had to go with a different screw, but The back is more open, I guess, the way the door is designed. Yeah, let's just get one in there good to just to hold it for a minute. I'm not gonna tighten it all the way yet. There we go, just a little bit to hold it there. All right, let's set the other one. And I'm doing this slowly just because I don't want to damage anything. All right, we got that started. Let's get our other dude. And take your time. I have this on level 1, so the lowest setting. There we go. One tap is good. And the bottom one. It's awesome that these guys went right back in the same holes. I like that. Not mad about the front, but everything went flush and great. So now we're here. Let's go ahead and put everything back together, starting with the door panel. Since we know this is working, let's pop that back out. Just going past the speaker. I like the way they made this 5-way because it's just about flush. Yeah, with the top of the speaker. So let's get back to it. All right, got our door panel. Speakers in nice and clean. All right, so let's proceed on this door panel. I'm trying to hold this here so I can fix the camera. All right, this is the put back, even though I could say we're going in reverse. All right, so we have no wire harnesses other than this guy right here, which we know is going through here. Push him back on up and through. All right, we got him up in there. Let's wiggle our guy up here first since the wire came back out. Let's make sure we got this on up in here. There we go. Now let's look for my wire again. There it is. Squeeze it through. All right. Put your panel back up and it slides right in. Just like that. All right, let's get this guy out the way since it keeps coming out on us. And just to plug it in and keep it safe till we're done with the job, let's go ahead and pop our plastic tabs all back in. Now we have 1, 2. Uh-oh, no dropping. Let's just go over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Oh, well, that guy flew a little bit on me. Hopefully they go too far. Man, that's what I'm dropping those guys. All right, let me find that guy. Give me a sec. Be right back. All right, found that guy. He wasn't too far, so it didn't take me that long to find him. Let's get all these back in. And that way we can get our T20 back in. And all right, got our T20. So start low since we're down low and work our way up. Start in the middle down here. And they're only gonna get so tight, they're not gonna feel like original real screw. They're only gonna go in so far and they're gonna keep spinning because it's plastic. So this basically shrooms out these guys right here when you're putting them back in. Just shrooms it out and kind of push it to hold the panel in. All right, got 2 more guys to do. Let's count everybody. All right, going over here. Let's do this guy first. And we got a little bit left to do. Go. One more. All right. Got this guy in. Let's go ahead and pop him back in. There we go. Now we got all these guys in. Let's put our trim back. Has a little nipple right here. There we go. that back in. Right. Slide our cover back on. And this has sleeves right here. Slide those in. Pop it back in. Let's get our screwdriver. Put her somewhere. And my impact driver. That's what I was using. Here she is. I got this set to the lowest setting. You can just hand tighten these. That's enough. All right. Check everything. We'll put our sleeve back on. Alright, everything's working up front. Make sure that's working down here. And let's get our sleeve. And let's pop it back in. Just be gentle, because if you break it, you break it. Just kind of work it in. And be careful. There we go. Now that's in there. This is the complete job on this side. I'm going to go ahead and proceed to the other side and finish this up, and that way I can hop in, let you hear what it sounds like. So, be back in a bit. All right, so we back after getting all the speakers installed. I believe this specific unit, don't quote me, I know it is a AVH 490, I do believe, Pioneer. So yeah, got some music to play with the speakers in, Kenwood all the way around, the Kenwood 6996 or something like that. But I'll put that in the description. But anyway, the fronts you're gonna have to customize to get those in. The backs will go in flush, no problem. But anyway, let's get to the music. Sounds excellent. Sounds like I got some subwoofers in here, but yeah, definitely won't need none. I'm gonna upgrade my dash speakers to something, and then that'll be it for this guy. I haven't even turned it up all night. No bass boost.
Seeing things clearly, making visual decisions,
Crispy ass sound. So yeah, I just wanted to show a little bit of the sound quality of these speakers. I definitely recommend them. I give them 5 stars. After having just the fronts for about a week, I had to do the backs. So yeah, this is Chris back with another video for you guys. I give these speakers an excellent review, and I hope you was able to follow the installation and the removal of the door panel and all that stuff. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up if this helps you make a purchase. So to the next video, I'm out.